Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the do's or don'ts on my face. Like half of it's going to be what you should do with your makeup and the other half is going to be like what you shouldn't do.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends sat at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love.
So let's get started. First, you prime. You're supposed to prime. And then the other one is you don't prime. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. And the reason I don't have the bottle is because I took it from my sister's room and I don't want her to get mad at me. So I'm just using it. And then on this side, we're not going to prime. You don't really need to prime. Like, there's not like a wrong answer here, but you should prime. Okay, next is foundation. And for this one, you either, well, I'm going to just do my do side first. And I'm just going to mix up my foundations and I'll be right back. Okay, so the foundations I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 120. And this is the matte and poreless. And a little bit of the Maybelline Up to 24 Hour foundation. And this is in the shade 128. I mixed them because I thought one was darker, but it's really not too bad. And putting on your foundation on your face, you can do it whatever way you want. So I'm just gonna do it this way. And you have to use a damp beauty sponge. You can wet it with like water, like at a sink. That's what I do. Or you can wet it like with a setting spray or something. And another thing, you can put it on your ears if you want it to match. Like it's not necessary, but like it's also a really good thing to do. And I forgot, yeah, you dab it out, so like you're not swiping it and like messing up your foundation. Oh, and you bring it down your neck because you don't want that jawline mark. Okay, and that side, I think it's pretty much blended out. And for the don't side, you use a dry beauty blender, and like you can see the difference. They're two different sponges, but like you're not supposed to see this big of a change. So you have to wet your beauty sponge, and I'm gonna just use the same foundation. You know you have to match your foundation. Like I would probably use like a shade that was like way too wrong, but I already have this foundation, so I'm just gonna do it wrong with the right color. So you don't need to use your pencil and just putting it on with a beauty blender. Okay, so you can put it on, and then I'm using a dry beauty blender, and you're not supposed to swipe. Like, it's much more better if you're dabbing it and with a wet beauty blender. Kind of feels really gross. You can't really see that, but like it's so much like glowier and like fresh, and like this don't even feel good. It feels disgusting, and it's just like, don't you see the difference? Like how much nicer it is? This one gave you way more coverage because like when you're swiping it just don't work out. So don't swipe dab with a wet beauty blender and not a dry one. And next is concealer. And with concealer, I have my notes down here. With concealer, you have to have a concealer that's like 2 shades lighter, and you like just put it under your eye. This is a bit more than 2 shades, but that's okay. It just needs to be a little bit lighter so you're brightening. And same thing, you have to dab with a wet beauty sponge. And it's not very good at all to be like dragging under your eye, because that's the most it's the best part of your face. Most delicate, I mean. I kind of put too much. Oh yeah, I use a Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and put it on your eye for priming for later. Like, don't it brighten up your face so much more? Oh, there's concealer on my finger. It just brightens up your face, and like it makes you look so much better and fresher. And for the other side, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York concealer in the shade 20 Sand. Like, you can use this if like this is your color and like you're just using this, but like you see the difference in like that side and the other side. Like, this one is so much darker and it's not brightening your face or anything. So I'm just gonna blend it out. Also, do not put it on, the don't side is not putting it on your eye lid. Because if you put it on your eyelid, that's priming it. And you have to prime it, so you, like, do you see that? Like, how different my face looks? Like, even with the lighter shade, it brightens up your face and like it lifts it almost. But with this dark color, it almost looks like you still got dark circles. Like, even in the summer, you're gonna want like more brightness than just this dark, so you need a lighter color. Okay, next is for the right side, you are supposed to use powder, and I'm going to use powder on the right side. Not the right side, the left side. I'm just using the Fit Me powder. I'm probably supposed to do the wrong side first, but I already started this way, so I'm gonna finish this way. You bake. You don't need to bake, you can just like put it on there, but that is what you're supposed to do. But for this side over here, I'm not gonna put any powder, and I'm just gonna let it crease. And I'm just gonna come up close, even though I already said it. I'm gonna take off the powder now, and then I'm gonna show you my face. This is the side. See, it's not set, and then over here it's nice and matte. I'm gonna fix it after it's not done, but it's all shiny, and it's only shiny under my eye, and the rest of it's not glowy because like I didn't put a primer on, and everything's nice and glowy like around here, and it's matte under here. Okay, next is bronzer, and for bronzer I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade In the Sun. I love saying it like that. Okay, and I'm going to take my Louis brush, and to do it, I'm gonna start doing it wrong first. Okay, to do it wrong, you like, what you shouldn't do is put a lot of bronzer on your brush. I've been doing this now for like a few seconds. And then not even brush it off. Like, do you see how much product is in this? And then you don't brush down, you brush up. Like, you might go like that sometimes, but you don't go like this. Because if you go like this, you're dragging your face down. And you need to lift it up. So do not bring your face down. Like, look how bad that looks. Okay, and with the product left on it, because you don't really need a lot, bring it up. I'm going to just put a little bit on. I'm going to tap it off. You bring it up. It looks nice and chiseled. And also, if you have made a mistake and made it a little bit bigger, you can take your powder to the good side, and on the bad side, you don't do anything. You just leave it like that, brought down and stuff. And I'm just going to powder up again and just leave that there to bake a little bit so it can erase the bronzer that's there and chisel my cheekbones out a little bit. And now next you can use, I'm going to be using the Dandelion blush on this good side, and then the MAC Dolly Mix blush on the wrong side. So to do it, like, what you shouldn't do is take a brush, well, you need to take a brush anyways, and then you should not go ham on a pigmented rosy cheek blush. You only need a dip of it, but like, do not, if you have a pigmented blush, do not go ham in it, because it's gonna be like this. And you might think you can blend it out, but you really can't. So just do not do this in the first place. You might think you want a lot of blush, but you don't. This looks ridiculous. So to do it right, you get I'm gonna get a new brush because there's way too much on that. You get a light blush, and with the light blush, you can go ham in it. Not too much, but there's still a lot of product on it. And then I was like brushing it. You can do that. I don't know if it's wrong, but I just like tap it in so I don't like ruin my face. Like, you can see the little blush of pink. Like, you can use different colors and just like gently put it on there, but not this much, okay? You should trust me on this. I learned it the hard way, or well, from my sister. Not really the hard way, but she used to do this and it would look ridiculous. Okay, next is highlighter. So with highlighter, you just, on your wrong side, well, like the way you shouldn't do it is if you, I'm just going to use the same highlighter for both ways, and then you do not do this. Like, do you see this? And so, like, some people think this is okay, and you don't put your highlighter there and go right around. I used to be taught to do that, but like, you can put it there, but not that much. Like, that is not okay. Okay, and then what you do is you tap on it a little bit, and then you, right on your high tops of your face, right there. It's a little bit glowy, and then if you want to put it on your eyebrow, just a little tiny bit. Not this. And also, I'm going to just try to put this on this side of my nose. You put highlighter in other places besides right there. And I'm going to put it right here on your high tops of your face. So there, and there. not just there. Oh my god, that scares me. Oh yeah, I forgot. And another thing people does with the bronzer that you cannot do, I forgot, oops, is once you have so much product on your brush, you don't go all the way down here. No, you don't go down to your lip. You stop like right there, like all of that like blends into a circle like right around. You do not go all the way out. And also, I think I'm not on my juice side yet, but I'm going back on it. You can brush this off now. And snatched. Scary. Okay, and next for your eyebrows, on the you should not do is, I'm really sorry for my eyebrows. I'm getting them done in a few days. But you do not, like, I don't know if you know how hard I'm pressing, but you are not supposed to press that hard. And you do not make your eyebrows as big as I'm making mine. Like, no, this is wrong. Do you see this? Do not press hard. And I'm not even gonna, like, and some people don't even blend them out. You're supposed to blend them out. So on the right side, you just gotta gently fill in your eyebrows, and you do not press very hard. I don't know if you can like tell how hard I'm pressing, but I'm not pressing very hard whatsoever. And then after you're done, you blend them through. So, it's all good. And also, if you wanted to use a eyebrow gel after, that is okay, but don't press too hard. I'm using the Essence Brow Gel, and that was the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Okay, if you're doing that, do not do this. I used to do this. I swear to God I did. Like, do not put all this product in there. Like, you can see it. And that's gross. It looks horrific. So if you are, you just need to gently press this. So this is the results of the eyebrows. And next is eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics eyeshadow. Okay, so, I'm sorry if you can see this. Okay, so to do it wrong, or the way that, like, you should not do it, is to use all sparkles, and do not put sparkles in your crease. If I can find my brush. Okay, so the eyeshadow look that you should not do is what I'm going to be showing you now. First, like, I'm gonna use this color right here. It's called Independent, and like, you don't need to put this much on your brush, even if you're using sparkles. And you're not supposed to put sparkles in your crease. So, like, this looks wrong. And you don't need to bring it up all the way to your eyebrow, because do you not see how bad that looks? Okay, and also next, you do not need to like put like this, like, you don't need to fill your brush up this much, and like there's no like spray on it. You don't need to have a spray, but like you should have a spray if you want a pop of color. And like, this looks retarded. And if I don't usually put things on the bottom of my lid, but if you are putting things on the bottom of your lid, you have to put it close, and you don't bring it all the way down your eye, because that is way too far down. Okay, so the right way to do it is you get a eyeshadow brush like this, a tapered one or any nice thing. Then you pick a transition shade, and I'm going to be using S Club. And then you just blend it in your crease, not too high up. And just keep blending it out. And also, when you're doing your eyeshadow over here, like, you're not supposed to press hard. Like, don't bring your hands all the way down here. Like, put it in the end of your hand and just flicker it. And then also, you need a deeper shade. I'm going to be using October. I'm going to use the same brush because it's not that bad. And then you just put it in your outer corner and blend it out. See the difference? Okay, and I'm going to just put a little bit under. And you now get a color. I'm going to use the same color I used on the other shade, on that side. And I'm just going to put a little bit on here. And then spritz some setting spray on it. You can put it first, but I'm going to put it after. And then you just lightly put it on your lid. And then last, something that I didn't do on the other eye is put a brighten shade on your brow bone and your inner corner. Do you see the difference? Okay, and next is mascara. Oh my, I'm scared for all the people who did this in their days and they still do it. You get a mascara. You can have any mascara. And what you should not do is make it clumpy. You do not need like 100 layers. And sometimes you get it on your lid and don't wipe it off. Do you see how thick those are? You can use the same mascara, but put 1 or 2 layers on. Not a million. Like, you can put falsies on after if you want that look, but you need just a few layers. And then next is lips, and I'm going to be using a lip liner today. Okay, so for the wrong side, you do not overline your lips. Like, no. You go on your lips. If you want, you can overline a little bit, but you do not need it that bad. When you put your lipstick on, you don't need to make it crusty, and you don't need lipstick on your teeth. Like, you need 1 or 2 layers. You do not need it that thick. You just need 1. Like that. And now, setting spray. I'm going to be using 2 different setting sprays, and I'm going to try to cover my face with the palette. So I'm going to, for the right side, the good side, you just need a little tiny bit of setting spray just to set it. And for the wrong side, you do not need to drench your face. Like that. Oh, that hurt my eye. This is the right side, and then this is the wrong side. So, I hope I helped you. I kind of wasted a lot of makeup doing a horrible job, but give it a thumbs up down below, and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Make sure to go follow me on my other socials. Tia_Normore for Instagram, and Tia.Normore for TikTok. See you guys.